Your whole life can change in the next 90 days, and this is how we're going to be doing it. The first thing you want to do is create your goals. You're going to be creating the goals that you want to achieve in the next 90 days. And please ensure that these goals are smart. Ensure that they are attainable and they are measurable. Don't just bring up a list from nowhere and believe that all will be fine as long as you've written it down in a piece of paper. No. After that, you're going to go out and be audacious. I mean, we have 90 days here. If you're going to achieve anything, you have to have the audacity. I like to think about it as being delusional. It's like believing in yourself that you belong in a space that you have not yet gotten to. So, for you to be able to enter those spaces, you need to be audacious. You need to have the audacity to get yourself into those rooms. You need to love yourself enough to believe you have everything it takes to get into that room and you are willing to put all the work it requires to get into that room. Now, moving on to the next, borrowing a word from tech, a blameless post mortem. If you want your life to change in the next 90 days, then you don't have time to wallow in self pity, or you don't have time for finger pointing, or you don't have time for blaming people when things go wrong. Rather, when things do not go as planned, there are just three steps you are going to follow. First of all, what could have caused this to happen is like doing a root cause analysis. You analyze the case, what went wrong, what were the series of events that happened or series of processes that led to this thing not being achieved. Once you have found out what happened, then you go ahead. How can this be prevented so that next time when I'm setting out to achieve this activity, I do not fail? Then, lastly, if you are going to change your life in the next 90 days, you have to be cringe. If you are trying to do something new, then you should expect it to be all cringy and uncomfortable. I remember the first time I sat in front of the camera as well, it was cringe. I mean, I couldn't believe I was doing that. But you know what? Later on, I learned that being cringe is okay. Just be yourself, show up for yourself, and you'll be okay. If you are going to achieve anything tangible in the next 90 days, then you have to be ready to put yourself out there. You have to be ready to show up for yourself. In my final words, commit to yourself and decide that you love yourself enough to dedicate yourself to this next 90 days. You have to start loving you and committing to you before we can achieve any of the goals that we have set out to achieve in this next night. Anyways, 90 days, what are we achieving? See you in my next video.